So you 100% can definitely notice the nerf. I don't know, a lot of people have been saying this nerf makes it pretty freaking bad. All right, boys, just a real quick grind around 50. As you can see, we're on freaking round 50 now. It took an hour or so, but here we are, and let's test out how good this Unpack-a-Punch, you know, kind of just bottom tier Pellington works on round 50. All right, and welcome back, guys. This is going to be a lot like a tier 5 review. However, we're going back, we're revisiting Deadwire tier 5. As you guys already know, there was a season 2 reloaded update that came out a few days ago, and it changed Deadwire and it made it significantly worse. At least that was the goal of what they were trying to do. Their goal was to kind of nerf Deadwire, put it in par with some of the more ammo mods, because as you know, Deadwire kind of reigns supreme, especially on higher rounds. So in this video, we're going to be testing out the new version of Deadwire. Does it still reign supreme? We're going to find out right here. So here's exactly what this nerf did. Before the update, it used to spread to 5 nearby enemies. It only spreads to 3 now. And it used to do quite a bit of damage to mimics and manglers. They've reduced the amount of damage it's going to be doing to special enemies. All right, boys, now we're loaded into FIREBASE-Z. The reason we chose this map to test this is obviously because one of the nerfs dealt with mimics and manglers, and this is obviously the best map if you're trying to get a bunch of mimics and manglers to test it with. However, obviously, I got to get set up, get some points, turn on power and all that to be able to get Deadwire. While I'm doing that, if you want to join us on our goal of hitting 50k subs, I would greatly appreciate that. We're less than 4k subs away from hitting 50k subs. That is absolutely insane. I appreciate everyone who's joined us on this journey. And I gotta pay respect where respect is due. Everyone who leaves a like and comment these videos, you guys are absolutely amazing. It's one of the main reasons these videos are taking off as much as what they are. But with that, let's go ahead. Let me get set up. I'll be back with you guys and we'll do some Deadwire tests. All right, boys, so it's round 12. We've kind of got a bunch of perks here and we've got enough to go ahead and put Deadwire on. We're not gonna pack the weapon. And I went ahead and got, you know, kind of a more obscure weapon out of the box. Not a weapon you're gonna be using that often in zombies. We got a, you know, a normal bolt action sniper rifle, because the goal is Deadwire pretty much made any weapon really good. All you had to do was horde up the zombies, shoot it in the horde of zombies, and you'd pretty much annihilate the entire horde. We also do have to watch out because I have elemental pop as well. The reason I get elemental pop for these rewards, that way we can kind of test it a little bit quicker and show kind of what Deadwire can do with elemental pop, because that's going to be the real use case scenario. Most of the time you're using these element mods, you're going to have elemental pop with it. So we just got to make sure what we're activating is actually Deadwire. And we have a mimic in the horde here. So let's go ahead, shoot into the horde, and let's see how many of these zombies die. That was still a pretty good amount. Granted, it's only round 12, so we need to test at some higher rounds, but that killed the entire horde except for 5 zombies. So this is still pretty freaking strong. And we already went ahead and activated again not too far after, finishing off the rest of the zombies. So I don't know, a lot of people have been saying this nerf makes it pretty freaking bad, but just with our limited testing right here, round 12 using the unpacked Pellington, we're pretty easily able to annihilate the entire horde with 2 bullets there. However, obviously to accurately test this, we need to go on to some higher rounds besides round 13 and kind of see what it can do. But here we go, activating it once again. So we're doing it without everything being completely trained up, and ooh, it looked like it only killed those 3 zombies. So maybe it's not going to be as effective now if you're not training the zombies. So let's see in this kind of right there. I mean, that still killed a decent amount. It's definitely less than what it would have killed before. So it seems the nerf really kind of affects it using it not against trains. If you know, you're just killing zombies as they're spawning in, it looks like it's a little bit less effective. Yeah, once again, only killed a couple of zombies there. So you 100% can definitely notice the nerf when you're not training zombies. If you're just shooting zombies as they're coming in, it's not killing as many here. We saw that, only killed those 4. But however, let's train them up again. And if we train them, I'm pretty sure we can kill the entire horde. So if you're, you know, doing high rounds training with zombies, Deadwire is pretty much going to be just as potent as before. So you're definitely going to notice this nerf when using it in camping strats. But here we go. We got another horde, and let's see if we can notice any difference on round 15 with a giant horde of zombies. So as you can see there, full horde of zombies. It kills all but, ooh, actually this time around, it left quite a few zombies alive here. That only killed about half of the horde this time. And old Deadwire probably would have killed all of them. But I mean, once again, we've got elemental pop, so we were already able to activate it again. Still just coasting through zombies with an unpacked Pellington we got out of the box. But even with it only killing about half the zombies, I still think this is probably going to be, you know, the best elemental mod for training zombies. I think the big difference that this is going to make is it's just going to make cryo freeze even better for camping spots. If you're camping in a single area using a weapon, Cryo Freeze was already kind of the go-to, and I think with this Deadwire nerf, making it a little bit less potent in camping spots, I definitely think Cryo Freeze is just, you know, gonna shine even more in that regard, and Deadwire itself is gonna be a little bit less useful for that. But I still think, from what I've seen so far in our limited testing, that Deadwire is still probably gonna be the best kind of ammo mod to use if you're training zombies trying to go for high rounds doing that. Now, another thing we still need to test is what kind of damage it's doing to special zombies. Now, it's round 17. Need to go ahead, shoot this mimic, and see how much damage one activation of Deadwire can do to this mimic. So it should be at about full health. Obviously, the sniper shot itself is going to do some damage to it, but let's kind of take note on how much damage it's going to have left after we hit it, if we're able to hit the mimic. Oh, come on now. There we go. So we hit the mimic beforehand. As you know, Deadwire would pretty much annihilate all specials. And I mean, hey, a direct impact, activation of Deadwire on round 17 completely killed that mimic, which is pretty good. And dude, Deadwire's still so good because you can activate it so freaking quick if you've got elemental pop, man. And one thing you got to keep in mind, that this one factor is probably still going to make Deadwire kind of one of the top tier, if not the top tier ammo mod. It is one of the few ammo mods that can make any weapon useful at any round. So we're on round 18 with an Unpack-a-Punch sniper, and as you can see here, all we got to do, shoot one shot into the horde. Even if it's not killing as many, it's still just so deadly. And with Cryo Freeze, you cannot do this with Cryo Freeze. Cryo Freeze does not allow any weapon to insta-kill on any round. All Cryo Freeze does is give the weapon 25% extra damage. And I can tell you right now, giving an extra 25% damage to this Unpack-a-Punch Pellington would do pretty much nothing on this round. So regardless of how much we all love Cryo Freeze, we still got to understand that Deadwire definitely peaks out in some areas. That makes it better than a lot of the other ammo mods still. Turned is pretty good, but Turn just doesn't have the sheer killing power of what Deadwire does. Same thing with Shatterblast. Shatterblast can kill quite a few zombies, but Deadwire's still killing more right here. And given all the testing we've done so far in this game, I'd still say Deadwire is one of the top two dogs. This and Cryo Freeze are kind of the top kind of best ammo mods, and all this nerf really did was kind of make Cryo Freeze a little bit more on par with Deadwire. I still got a little bit more testing I want to do in this game. I want to bring it to about round 50-ish and kind of see what Deadwire is doing on 50. I'm pretty sure Deadwire is going to do the same thing we're seeing right now. It's still going to probably be extremely freaking deadly with an Unpack-a-Punched weapon. As you saw here, I'm just training in spawn, and we're just flying through these rounds on round 20 with, an Unpack-a-Punched bolt action sniper rifle just hip firing. So, I mean, we still definitely have some more testing I want to do in this video. I want to go to higher rounds and see what it's going to do on higher rounds, see if it's still going to be, really good for just coasting through rounds. Because, I mean, a lot of people are saying it's useless, but I mean, I'm on round 20, coasting through the rounds, training at spawn with an Unpack-a-Punched Pellington sniper rifle, going through the rounds pretty quickly. So Deadwire's definitely not useless. Yes, it's not as good as what it was before, but it's still a top dog. And I think we all have to kind of admit, Deadwire's still one of the top two, if not the single best ammo mod to use, even after the nerf, guys. All right, boys, just a real quick grind around 50. As you can see, we're on freaking round 50 now. It took an hour or so, but here we are, and let's test out how good this Unpack-a-Punch, kind of just bottom tier Pellington works on round 50. It's not bottom tier, but it really doesn't matter if this is red tier or blue tier, on round 50 with a bolt action sniper rifle. Now we're going to get the true test to see if Deadwire is still potent enough to kind of carry it to whatever round. So here we go. Activate Deadwire, and how many is it going to kill? Oh, surprise, surprise, killed almost the entire freaking horde. And if we wait a few more seconds on round 50, give it another shot. Wait for it. And nope, that was, there we go. And there we go. There's Deadwire again, killing up the rest of the horde here. So yeah, Deadwire did get nerfed, but clearly you can still go and use whatever weapon you want on any round. If we're doing this on round 50, this could just as easily be round 100, be round 1000, whatever round you can get to without crashing. Deadwire will allow you to use whatever weapon you want on whatever round you want. So I mean, if we wanted to go through this entire round, just hip firing zombies, being a little phase member, just spamming into zombies with the Pellington, we'd have no issues with that. I mean, as you can see here, no issues running back and forth. With elemental pop, you're just really easily able to continuously activate it over and over and over again. We did back ourselves into a corner, but if we were training a little bit better, I'm not really training these zombies properly. We're just kind of spamming into the zombies. But yeah, no issue using this weapon to, get to whatever round we want whatsoever. So yeah, Deadwire is not dead. I know a lot of people have been saying rip Deadwire. Even I thought this was going to be the end of Deadwire's reign of superiority. But all this update did is Deadwire, in my opinion, still a go-to. It's still number one. It's still the best ammo mod in the game, with Cryo Freeze being the number 2 dog. If you're camping, going for high rounds with a weapon that is still getting kills, Cryo Freeze is definitely an amazing mod to use, but I think Deadwire in more situations, especially to just, training to whatever round you want, going through round 50 with an Unpack-a-Punch sniper rifle on round 50. Deadwire still holds that #1 spot. I would love for someone to go through the entirety of round 50 using a blue tier Pellington unpacked with cryo freeze and see if they're able to do it. They're not going to be able to do it. Yeah, you maybe eventually could do it, taking enough time, but you won't be able to coast through round like we just did using this monster of an ammo mod you guys just saw. But yeah, with that, boys, we're going to go ahead and end up this video. I do have a playlist with every single tier 5 review we've ever done if you want to see those. Even though this wasn't really a tier 5 review, it was more like tier 5 revisited, kind of checking it out after a nerf. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.